From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gary McKenzie. This local and regional news update is brought to you by Northway Bank. Want a Northway Bank teller to keep in your pocket? There's an app for that. Now available for iPhone and Android. Download yours today. Northway Bank with 17 locations throughout New Hampshire. The people you know, the bank you trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. A meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Gray, Maine, says a disturbance moving through the valley area into western Maine late yesterday afternoon caused high winds and some quarter-sized hail in some areas. Bob Marine says there were thunderstorms that caused locally severe weather starting around 3 o'clock in the valley area and continuing past 8 o'clock in some areas in Maine.
There's enough unstable air mass around to create those thunderstorms as they boiled up in the afternoon. Today, you'll be looking at temperatures getting into the low 90s, and that'll happen again Tuesday. In both days, the risk of thunderstorms popping up again in the afternoon. By Wednesday, temperatures will be not as warm, like the low 80s on Wednesday, and then in the 70s by later in the week.
Marine says despite those lower temperatures, the humidity will stick around. In Maine, the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office says a 25-year-old Nashua, New Hampshire woman and 2 other people became airborne after a lightning strike at the Point Sebago Resort in Casco late yesterday afternoon. Captain Greg Smith says Aaron Ladeau was watching the storm near Sebago Lake with 2 friends around 5:30 when a nearby pine tree was hit by lightning. Ladeau was thrown into some rocks and lost consciousness. She was pulled from the lake and regained consciousness. She was treated at the scene by Casco Rescue and then taken to Bridgeton Hospital, where she was reported to be in stable condition. Her 2 friends were not hurt. There are no reports of major power outages this morning. In Maine, the Department of Transportation reported trees down on Route 113 near the West Freiburg Cemetery shortly before 6 o'clock last night. They reduced traffic to 1 lane. New Hampshire lawmakers vote Wednesday on a $10.7 billion budget that establishes a commission to study expanding Medicaid instead of authorizing New Hampshire to implement the provision in the federal health care law. The commission is set to issue its report by October 15th on a possible alternative to adding an estimated 58,000 poor adults to the Medicaid program, such as covering some with private insurance. Governor Maggie Hassan said a special legislative session might be needed to vote whether to begin implementing the expansion January 1st. The bipartisan budget increases funding to higher education and for services to the disabled and mentally ill. It funds 4 new charter schools and removes a moratorium on new charter schools. The budget is for the 2 years that start July 1st. In Maine news, trying to protect his vision of the state budget this year, Maine Governor Paul LePage may have cost his fellow Republicans in next year's elections. The governor targeted a Democratic opponent Thursday with a vulgar phrase to express his frustration over the budget. The comment has drawn criticism from Democrats and potential future political opponents. LePage said Friday he didn't intend to offend anybody. Experts say the governor's remark could cause moderate Republicans to distance themselves from him ahead of next year's elections. University of Maine political science professor Amy Freed says Republicans running for re-election will need to think about how their relationship with the governor will be seen among voters. They also say the comment probably galvanized LePage's supporters, but made his current job harder. In sports, 24-year-old New Hampshire Fisher Cat pitcher Marcus Walden went the distance in Pennsylvania yesterday, pitching a complete game 3-hit shutout and getting a 7-0 win for his Cats over the Harrisburg Senators. Portland Sea Dogs salvaged 1 game from their 3-game weekend series in New Jersey, shutting out the Trenton Thunder 11-0 yesterday. The Detroit Tigers rallied late to beat the Boston Red Sox 7-5 yesterday. The Atlanta Dream beat the Connecticut Sun 78-77. The Bruins remain calm in the face of a do-or-die Game 6 tonight against the surging Chicago Blackhawks in Boston. In the weather today, partly sunny, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may produce gusty winds and small hail this afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s, northwest winds around 10. Partly cloudy tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Lows in the lower 60s, mid-60s in southern Carroll County. And partly sunny Tuesday, patchy fog in the morning, a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Pierre McKenzie.